Welcome to Judge Me Not, a safe place to have real conversations with real ass people. Hey guys, welcome to another episode of the Judge Me Not podcast. I'm your pretty cool host, EnviiDee. At least I think so myself. So, how are y'all? Y'all know I like to check in with my listeners, returning and first time. You know, my theory, if you got time to listen to a podcast, then life can't be that bad. So let's jump right into it. Today, March 22nd, 2023, to date marks the official 3 months of my car accident. And the episode is called A Humbling Experience because I learned so much during that time and after that time. And that was like a very pivoting point in my life, right? And I wish it wouldn't have taken something so drastic to make me look through at life through another lens, right? But I feel like life is no different as an adult than a child. When you are a parent or when you were a child and you were being parented, if you had that luxury, you often had to be told something over and over. Or as a parent, we tell our kids something over and over, over and over, over and over, till eventually we have to do something drastic to get our point across or to get a different result. It may be timeout, it may be yelling your voice, it may be a pop. It is what it is. But that drastic measure in return humbles the child and you get a different reaction. That is what my car accident was for me, right? So that's what we're going to talk about. I made the podcast for my own healing purposes and to be transparent about my life journey to let other people that can relate know they are not alone, or maybe my lessons, mistakes, or blessings can help somebody else. But let's hop on into it. First of all, the first thing that I learned, there's four main things that I learned through this car accident. The first thing, and it's no cap, dog, that windshield is really, really, really thick. I'm talking about it's thick as hell. So double check, double think before you pull off and you ain't got that seatbelt on. Like I used to joke and be like, if it's my time to go, it's my time to go. I want to go through the windshield because I would not wear my seatbelt and I thought it was an insult. Still kind of do, but I'm getting better. That the police had the authority to write you a ticket if you didn't want to wear a seatbelt. It's my life. If I want to be reckless with my life, then let me do so. But baby, you got to be going fast in a move in order to throw yourself up out of the old car shield window. I mean, you got to be going fast. I'm gonna just say that. You so the windshield is really thick. Wear your seatbelt. You ain't gonna go through there. If you do go through there, you probably not gonna make it. If you don't go through it, you may not make it, or you not gonna walk away looking how you looked before. So wear your seatbelt. Do that. Just wear your seatbelt. Uncomfortable or whatever your logic is, you don't want to get your shirt wrinkled. You too cool. Wear your seatbelt, dog. It is what it is. So my second um major thing was after the fact, right? I vowed not to have another drastic moment in order for me to change for the better. So that's why if you follow me on social media, I joke a lot because laughter is good for the soul. I say a lot of inappropriate stuff too, but that's just marketing. But I am a huge advocate for one, mental health, and two, making it your daily goal to be your highest self all times. Whether it's something small to other people or it's something major to yourself. Every step towards change for the better is a great step because you don't know when your life clock gonna stop ticking. And putting things on the back burner is like the dumbest thing ever to me now. Like you really don't know. And we take for granted so often time because we feel obligated to open up our eyes every day or to be able to have a sound mind and sound body every day when it really is a blessing and a privilege to do those things. So for me, I want to be my best version of myself, not only for myself, but for everyone that comes in contact with me, whether it's on a daily basis or whether it's a once in a lifetime type of thing. I want people to walk away from me feeling the radiance of my energy and being affected by it and passing that on. Or raising the expectation of what friendship should be, what partnership should be, what love should be, what family should be, based off how I treat them or how our interaction is. So, operating in my highest self and being just genuinely kind to people, or because I'm going to be honest, I ain't the nicest of people. I'm not going to care. I understand that. My ways can be very fucked up. But I'm a person that I know my good as well as my bad. And I've never painted myself to be somebody that I'm not. My logic was if I'm telling you the truth, don't focus on the delivery, focus on the fact that it's my truth. So, how I came about expressing things because my emotions were involved or I was angry, which is still a sense of emotion, wasn't always in the right manner. And my attitude was, I don't give a fuck. And I don't care who you were, simply because nobody provides for me but me. Therefore, anyone's present in my life outside of my kids, I don't give a flying fuck. So I'm going to say what I want to say. I'm going to move how I want to move. And it's just that. Now, after the fact, I understand that that's not how it's supposed to be. You can live your life however you want to live your life. You can have the reasons why you are the way you are towards certain people. Maybe they hurt you, maybe they did something foul, but at the end of the day, you are going to be accountable of how you react. Period. Karma is real than a motherfucker. So I feel like if you always put your best foot forward, and if you have no ill intent towards somebody and they do you wrong, baby, let karma come and fuck with them. Let the universe show them everything that they have put back out negative in the universe. Let them receive it back on them tenfold and move on. And it's just simple. I feel like it's easy to get caught up in investing too much time into people who mean you no good while they're out living a best life unbothered. Because fucked up people move fucked up and it just is what it is. And I have moved fucked up for a long period in my life because I was fucked up emotionally, mentally too. Hurt people. Period. Unhealed people do not have the capacity to move healed, to love, to be positive. So you can't take it personal. But if you're operating to be your higher self every day, it's not going to take in something drastic to make you change the veil of your eyes. It's not going to take somebody close to you dying for you to wish that you said you love them or gave forgiveness or had that conversation that you know you wanted to have while they were here. It shouldn't take you for almost living your life in order for you to be kinder, in order for you to meet some goals, in order for you to lose that weight. It shouldn't take nothing drastic in your life for you to move at the highest level of yourself every day. That's my second thing that I learned. So And you know what? I honestly, a few months after the accident, I sent text messages to everybody in my life, basically acknowledging them, giving them love, and apologizing. I mean, everybody. My mama, my brothers, my sisters, close friends, friends that I hadn't talked to in a while, friends that I really had like stopped fucking with for whatever reason. I messaged everybody. And it was so odd that a lot of people didn't know how to respond to that. And it was like, what's wrong or what prompted this or whatever, whatever. And it was just simply, I felt like you needed to hear it. And it had nothing to do with me doing it for them at all. It was more so of me. If I'm telling you, I appreciate you, I value, I love you, and something happened, you gonna know that off top. If we've had a disagreement, I'm telling you, I'm not worried about that disagreement anymore, and you continue to move a certain type of way, that's not on me. That's on you. So after that accident, I felt like I had a clean slate with everybody. And from that moment on, I vowed to move differently towards everybody. I did a huge, huge cleanse. Huge cleanse. If I didn't feel like you were somebody that I could value with my personal information, whether it was negative or positive, an accomplishment or a setback, then I didn't need you on my social media. I didn't need you in my contacts. No hard feelings. It was just I wanted to create a space of love and community, online and offline. So I did a huge purge across the board. And it even made me look at like the people that I were talking to. And one particular person I was fucking on. When I got into the accident, the realization that I would have never called any one of these individuals to come to my aid was a slap in the face. Because if I'm not fucking with you on the level that I can call you in the sense of an emergency, I ain't got no business fucking with you. I'm too grown for that. If you ain't trying to be my emergency contact, baby, you can't get no cat. You just can't. So, like, my whole perspective from dating and relationships across the board altered because I wanted to, again, to create a community. And even if we connected and it was a platonic friendship or it was an adult mutual friendship with a physical connection, you should be a huge active part in my life that if I did get into a state of emergency, it will be no problem reaching out to you because that's the type of relationship that we have. So my view on dating changed. I don't want no friends with benefits. I'm good on that. There's enough amazing toys out here to keep me occupied and save me the headache, right? So that was the second thing that I learned. And I'm a type of person, I'm an Aquarius, so I'm not really verbal when it comes to emotions. Like affirmations is not my love language. It just isn't. But I'm very attentive to people around me and picking up their love languages, and I will figure out a way how to make everyone around me feel appreciated. I'm really good at that. But with my car accident, it made me so afraid to not necessarily die. I feel like I'm okay with what lies in the afterlife for me. this second round. Now that God didn't take me out that first time because I'm moving right. I'm confident. So that doesn't scare me. But death of people that I love scares me. I haven't really dealt with death with a family member as an adult, which is such a blessing to be able to say that. But death that I have dealt with in regards to a ex or someone that I loved at one point, I have experienced twice. And I will say, I wish our last conversation wasn't what it was. You know what I'm saying? If you have somebody that's been in your life on again, off again, on again, off again, as most, toxic relationships are, it doesn't mean that the love that you have for this person is less than, but it's easy to get caught up in harsh words. And I got a hot temper. And I just really, like I said, I'm gonna say what I want to say if you got me feeling some type of way. So I popped off thinking, oh, this is just another one of our disagreements and we'll have time and we're going to make up, the same thing, make up to break up over and over again. But I didn't have that luxury. So our last conversation was on a negative note, not once, but twice. So I vowed to love openly, apologize, forgive, and to live. Live. So, baby, if I'm interested in somebody, I'm going to shoot my shot and I'm going to make the first step. I have no problem with taking somebody out if I'm interested in getting to know you. I ain't got no time to play. What's up? And if it ain't nothing after that, it ain't nothing after that. If you make me feel some type of way, I want to let you know you make me feel some type of way. I randomly hit people, thought about you, wanted to let you know I love you. Have a good day. Family and friends. It's refreshing to know that you're being thought of and you're being loved. So I have no problem with giving that. And I'm going to live. I travel. I mean, like, if it's on my heart, baby, I'm going to figure out a way to do it because it's just, life is just so short. So what I'm on? I'm on 3. Windshield thick than the motherfucker. I refuse to let a drastic situation change my perspective. My daily goal is to be the highest version of myself. And I live in a moment. I love openly. I forgive. I live. Like, I do not take time or people around me for granted anymore. Just know. Ooh. Ooh. Baby, the last one. I'm gonna be honest. I'm gonna be so honest, and I can't believe I'm putting my business out like that. But it is what it is. At one point of time, I feel like I was God's gift to the world. I'm not even gonna say man, just the world. I know I ain't everybody cup of tea, but I am 99% people cup of tea. Baby, you couldn't tell me nothing. Men and women want me. What are you talking about? What I can do is clean up very, very, very well. So my physical appearance was very important to me to the point that I don't even think I realized how vain and just a mean, pretty girl I was. Just stuck up, just rude, like just rude. I was just really nasty to a lot of men because I felt like I had the opportunity to do that. If I did not get my way, then okay, it is what it is. Fuck you, because I just have a vast majority of options. But then again, keep in mind when I got into my accident, all my little boo things, my little friend, my little dude I was dating, I ain't want to call none of them niggas and be like, I'm in this car accident because I knew I didn't like them like that. So if I didn't like them like that, what was the whole point? I don't understand the point. Not even a little bit. So having this accident really humbled me physically. Although I walked away by the grace of God with nothing major, I just had like I had surgery on my face. They stitched my eye and stuff back together. I lost like an eyebrow, little plug, got my little hairline, superficial things on my knees, busted up my knees. Just little stuff that could have been major. But I was able to walk away, talk, no broken bones and nothing like that. So that was a beyond a blessing. But for me, I struggled significantly after the fact. Probably for the first year. Even now, I struggle with the intimacy of people seeing me without makeup. And I don't think my scar is that visual now, but when you're intimate with someone and you get comfortable with them and you're in a close setting and you don't have on makeup, they see your blemishes, right? So I'm still self-conscious about that, but in the beginning when it was very noticeable and I had like a little kind and I got this patch over my eye, or even after I took the patch off and I'm walking funny because yeah, I walked funny for a while. I walked funny for a while. By the grace of God, it happened the same day the city shut down. So we really weren't moving around like that. But so that was good because that many people didn't see me. But when I would go out in public, the looks, the stares. I actually had some people come up to me, random people that I did not know, and be like, "Do you mind if I ask what happened to you?" Yes, bitch, I do mind. But vain side of me had never experienced that. If somebody is looking at me, then it's out of admiration. Um, so it's very humbling to now have physical flaws that I was very insecure about, and I knew people were aware of them. And if they were looking, it was now not because they were flattered. So it also made me think about how I treated people, or the comments I would make, or the jokes I would crack, because I do think I'm funny. But people can't help how they look. People can't help what they've been through. And everybody's beautiful to somebody. Beauty is an eye of the beholder. So who am I to cast judgment or be rude to someone based off of their physical attributes? Now, don't get me wrong. This is not a green light to find me and slide in my DM and feel like you are just obligated to have my attention, because I still have a preference. And if you know you do not fall in my preference, please don't make me do that. Just don't. Let's just not. Let's just not. I try to be nice though when I like tell people I'm not interested. Some people get it. Some people push me to that point to where I cannot be nice, but I'm working on it, or I just block them. But baby, when I tell you that physicality humbled me to where I got into the habit of having hair over my eye or turning my head and only showing the good side of my face now, right? And I would find myself like crying. Like, look in the mirror, I'm like, oh my God, this is a mess. My eyebrows not gonna grow back. And I'm the type of person, like, I don't mind spending $12 every week to get my eyebrows tweaked, because baby, yeah, y'all not about to catch me out of here in these streets looking wrong. Fast forward 3 years, my eyebrows still ain't grew back. Every time I go, they be like, it's different. Yes, I'm aware it's different, but girl, work with what you got because it's a blessing. But I ended up cutting my hair completely off in order to force myself to reconnect with my idea of what beauty was and rebuild my confidence, because whether I like it or not, that was now a part of me. And I had to figure out a way to embody it. And what better way than shaving your hair off? So I did. And a lot of people were like, what made you cut your hair off? I'd be like, I just felt like it. Yeah, I did feel like it, but I was just going through something with my own insecurities and my own confidence. So I'm like, okay, bitch, look, we about to cut this hair off. And either you gonna receive confirmation that you just fucked up. And at this point, it just is what it is. If you fucked up, you fucked up. I guess I'll find somebody that will rock with me. Or I'm gonna realize it's not that bad. And I'm gonna realize it's not that bad. And in this humbling experience, I'm going to have to re-love myself and also find that confidence again to walk through a room, bald headed and all. I can no longer hide behind weave, swoop, hair over my eyes, turn it good. That's gone. Baby, what you see is what you get. And right now, 2023, what you see is what you get. So I am forever grateful for not only the car accident, but all of the things that come in my life, even if in the past, in that moment, I deemed them as negative or I didn't understand why I had to go through them. Because at this age, I am realizing that everything that you experience is literally a lesson or a blessing. You may not like it in that moment, but it is your goal to either change or watch your circumstances change. Nothing is ever a mistake. So I know I had to be broken on many levels, physically, mentally, financially, in order for me to tap into who I am supposed to be. Easy? Fuck no. I'm still going through the struggle on every level. But I'm better and I have a great sense of peace and I have a great sense of community and a support system around me. And I feel like it's worth it. It's growing pains. So when I find myself in a situation now that's frustrating to me, or seems to be overwhelming, I either be like, bitch, is you trying to be is the universe trying to humble you? Have I let my ego be inflated so much that I'm moving negatively, unknowingly or knowingly, that the universe has to humble me? That guy gotta pop me in my back and make me sit down and move better? Or is this an experience that I have to grow with in order to come out better, to be prepared for what I'm about to walk in? Or is it an experience that is going to make me change my surroundings? But, it is what it is. It all comes with time. But yeah, March 22nd, 2020, I had a car crash that changed my life. I was able to walk away from it, which is such a blessing. And I walked away different. So I hope my car crash lessons and my humbling experience and my four important things can also make you alter your perspective or make you think about how you're moving or make you think about whether or not you are being loving, forgiving, and living in the moment, because time is of an essence and it's a privilege in order to have time. Just some things to think about and ponder on. But like always, y'all know I appreciate y'all for fucking with the kid. If you don't follow me on social media, follow me on Instagram. I ain't on Twitter and all that. I keep trying, but I'm not. Follow me on Instagram at EnviiDee, EnviiDee. If you don't understand what I just said, just look at the podcast and see my name. Copy it and paste it. And follow your girl. Thank you again. Bye. Hey guys, if y'all want to keep up with me, you can follow me on social media platforms. I'm on Twitter at Judge Me Not. Also on Instagram at Judge_Me_not. Me is spelled MII, or you can follow me at EnviiDee, EnviiDee.